Morning. This is cause number 2022-18136 in the interest of Catherine Harris. All parties and witnesses, please raise your right hand to be sworn. You solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Please state your name and your relationship to the child.
Catherine, Alani Moore. I'm her mother.
All right. And representing the Attorney General, State of Texas.
Vida Sharma.
Court will note that the non-custodial parent, Robert Anthony Harris, is not present. He was personally served on April 22nd, 2022 at 1:45 p.m. 701 North San Jacinto Street in Houston, Harris County, Texas, and he has not appeared or filed an answer. Is that correct, Ms. Sharma?
Correct, Your Honor.
We'll proceed by default.
Yes, Judge. I would like to call Miss Alani Moore the mother.
All right.
Miss Moore, are you currently married to Robert Anthony Harris?
Yes, ma'am.
And were you married at the time your daughter Catherine Harris was born?
Yes, ma'am.
And is Mr. Robert Anthony Harris the father of Catherine?
Yes, ma'am.
And did he also sign the birth certificate?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you asking the court to name Mr. Harris as the biological father of Catherine?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you asking the court to appoint you and Mr. Harris as joint managing conservators of your daughter?
Yes, ma'am.
Who does Catherine live with?
She lives with myself.
And where does Mr. Harris is currently located?
In Harris County Jail.
And how long has he been in jail?
Halloween 2016.
And do you anticipate him being released within the next 90 days?
No, ma'am.
And do you have a good relationship with Mr. Harris?
It's fair. Yes, ma'am.
And if he's released, would you want him to have standard visits with your daughter every other weekend?
Yes, ma'am.
And
Yes,
would you want pick up and drop off to be at your home?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you have any issue with Mr. Harris knowing where you reside?
No, ma'am.
Do you have any other children, Miss Moore?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Are they by someone other than Mr. Harris?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you have a history of domestic violence with that other parent of your other children?
Yes, ma'am. With Oliver Wilson, with Denaya.
And have you had an occasion to call the police on Mr. Wilson?
Yes, ma'am.
And did the state of Texas accept criminal charges against him?
Yes, ma'am, but I'm not too sure what the current situation is.
Okay. And is Mr. Wilson currently incarcerated as well?
Yes, ma'am.
If he's released and knows where you reside, do you anticipate him causing you or your children harm, harassment, abuse, or serious injury?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you asking the court to keep your address confidential because of a non-party to this case who may cause you harm, abuse, harassment, or injury?
Yes, ma'am.
And is your child currently covered under health insurance?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you know if the father of Catherine here, Mr. Harris, has any other children?
Not sure of.
Okay. And are you going to maintain that health insurance for your child?
Yes, ma'am.
And you also understand that a person who's incarcerated has no income, and therefore we're not going to set cash medical support going forward?
Or child
Yes,
support.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Thank you. And are you asking the court to approve this order today and bill court costs to Mr. Harris?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Judge. I pass this witness.
All right, the court will approve the order submitted. Thank you.